Now, White Pine County Daily News with Wyatt Cox.
And KELY News, brought to you by Sahara Motors. Time to get back to the grind after one more trail on the Kawasaki KLX 300R. Check one out today at Sahara Motors. Sunshine this morning will give way to some afternoon and overnight showers. Got some sprinkles on the windshield as we made our trip around this morning. High 79 degrees. White Pine County Sheriff's Office is reporting a busy start to the week. On Monday, deputies arrested 37-year-old Claudia Garibay of McGill for domestic battery. Later arrested Emily Edmonds of Ely for trespassing at a local business. Other calls included a suspicious package containing a firearm left on a doorstep, a theft from a motel, a report of child abuse, and a fight. Deputies also responded to a report of stolen dogs. That was determined to be a civil matter. Tuesday, deputies handled several school-related incidents, including students caught with vapes, juveniles battering a staff member, and threats sent over social media. Deputies also investigated a sex crime, a theft of tools, and a hit-and-run in Ely. On Tuesday, 35-year-old Russell Bainbridge of Ely arrested on a municipal court warrant. All persons named innocent until convicted in a court of law. A suspended Las Vegas judge who photographed herself in a hot tub with defense attorneys and ran it against law enforcement. Well, she tried to nominate herself for a grand jury just days before her suspension began. District Judge Erica Ballou submitted her name during a September 10th judges meeting. She's currently serving a 6-month suspension without pay after the Nevada Supreme Court found she defied their order to remand a defendant into custody. Court officials say Ballou has not been selected for the grand jury. Final selections will be announced October 2nd. High Court order also cited Ballou for making controversial public statements and social media posts that raised serious questions about her impartiality on the bench. Her attempted self-nomination has added another layer of uncertainty and scrutiny as she remains sidelined from judicial duties. Staying with the judiciary, a federal judge in Vegas is expected to rule by Tuesday on whether acting U.S. Attorney Sigal Chattah can legally hold her position without Senate confirmation. The case, brought by federal public defenders, argued the Trump administration used questionable personnel maneuvers to keep Chattah in office after her 120-day interim term expired in July. Chattah, a longtime Trump ally who lost a 2022 bid for Nevada Attorney General, reappointed as first assistant U.S. Attorney, a move that extended her authority. Public defenders say indictments under her watch should be thrown out. Her role violates the Federal Vacancies Reform Act. Prosecutors counter she can still oversee criminal cases under a separate special attorney designation. Judge David Campbell says he'll decide by the end of the month. Well, Jimmy Kimmel Live continues to be preempted across more than a third of the nation as Sinclair Broadcasting and Nexstar Media refuse to air the program. Satellite TV subscribers in White Pine County won't see the show again tonight as ABC4 out of Salt Lake City are owned by Nexstar. In a statement yesterday, Nexstar told us they are continuing to evaluate the status of Jimmy Kimmel Live on our ABC-affiliated local TV stations, and the show will be preempted while we do so. We are engaged in productive discussions with executives at the Walt Disney Company with a focus on ensuring the program reflects and respects the diverse interests of the communities we serve. To those who have an antenna, the program is available over the air on KOLO TV out of Reno. Speaking of television, White Pine TV District tells us current issues are being isolated and they should be resolved in the next few days. The man behind that failed fiber optic project that cost Nevada $9 million due in Washoe County District Court this morning. Joe Hart at KRNB4 Fox 5 in Reno tells us Uprise owner Stephen Cromer facing 31 counts of theft. He waived his preliminary hearing, though his attorney hasn't said why. For now, that $9 million still unaccounted for. Well, the Bobcat football team hosts Green Valley Christian tomorrow. Bobcat soccer team heads to Reno tomorrow to take on Sage Ridge. The Ladycats volleyball team hosting GV Christian Academy on Friday, and the Ladycats soccer team hosting Yarrington on Friday. At 8:16 for Sahara Motors, that's a check of news from the state of Nevada.
You see lots of commercials on television telling you to drive a little and save a lot. Dealers wanting you to drive to Salt Lake, Elko, Reno, and even Las Vegas. But ask them one question. What happens if there's a problem? Do you have to drive 3, 4, or even 6 hours to get service? Here at Sahara Motors in Ely, we service everything we sell right here in White Pine County. Shop here first, get our best deal, and you get that best deal by telling Shauna that Wyatt sent you by. Then if you want, shop other places. When you account for the drive, you'll find that it pays you to be a part of the Sahara Motors family. Stop by Sahara Motors, just about a mile north of Ely on US 93. Sahara Motors, we are White Pine proud.
Tell Shauna Wyatt sent you by.